it is what it is. It is a empty comparison. It's absolutely never find the true answer to that question.
It's a circular conversation.
It's just going to keep
You're
going.
never going to get
and
it right
I understand.
but it's great to talk about.
100% to talk about and envision. Look.
The man who never lost an NBA Finals just detonated the biggest debate in basketball history. Not with another championship. Not with a legendary Finals performance. Just 4 chilling words that left an entire room of analysts speechless. In an instant, the conversation changed. Some believe those 4 words may have completely reshaped the GOAT debate. Others think they're being blown wildly out of proportion. But one thing is certain, once you hear what was actually said, you'll understand why the basketball world can't stop talking about it. And the reaction that followed? Almost nobody saw it coming.
It just doesn't exist with me.
The room went silent. Michael Jordan had just spoken, and everything changed. No build-up. No dramatic speech. Just one calm statement that brought the entire GOAT debate to a screeching halt. The energy shifted instantly. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony stopped talking. The laughter disappeared. Every eye locked onto Jordan. Even Reggie Miller, who battled Jordan through some of the NBA's fiercest playoff wars, looked genuinely stunned, almost as if he was thinking, did he really just say that? That's what has always separated Jordan. He never campaigned to be called the greatest. He never chased public approval. While analysts, fans, and players endlessly argue over the GOAT debate, Jordan has always remained calm, detached, and completely unfazed. Some believe that same mindset is exactly what made him nearly impossible to beat under pressure, and why this moment carried so much weight. This wasn't just another basketball conversation. It was Jordan revealing the mentality that many believe separated him from almost every superstar who followed. And the credibility behind those words is impossible to ignore. 6 NBA championships, 6 finals MVPs, 10 scoring titles. From 1991 to 1993, Jordan won 3 straight championships before stepping away from basketball. He returned and did it again from 1996 to 1998, completing another three-peat. Remarkably, none of his 6 NBA Finals appearances ever reached a Game 7. When the pressure peaked, Jordan finished the job early. The numbers only strengthened the legend. Jordan hit 9 game-winning buzzer beaters during his career. In the playoffs, with 24 seconds or less remaining and a chance to tie or take the lead, he shot 9 for 18, an incredible 50%, while the league average on those shots sits below 28%. In playoff clinching games, he averaged a staggering 34.2 points per game, repeatedly elevating when everything was on the line. So when Michael Jordan calmly suggested that the GOAT debate doesn't even exist in his mind, the basketball world listened. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. He didn't dismiss LeBron James. He didn't attack today's NBA. Instead, he took the entire conversation in a direction almost nobody saw coming, by looking back instead of looking forward.
I never played against Oscar Robertson or Jerry West. Would have loved to. Absolutely love to. Just as competitive as I am. And I actually learned from them. And we, paved the road to the Kobe's and the LeBrons, right?
Just think about how powerful that was. The man many consider the greatest player ever didn't put himself above everyone else. Instead, Michael Jordan pointed back to Oscar Robertson and Jerry West, making it clear that they paved the way before him. He said he learned from them and owed them. It didn't feel like a scripted PR moment. It felt like genuine respect for the legends who built the NBA. And then Jordan took it one step further. He delivered a message that some believe should have completely changed the way the GOAT debate is viewed forever.
But don't then, in essence, this is where I look at it, don't then now use that against the player that actually taught you the game or that you learned from.
The biggest problem with the GOAT debate isn't just championships or scoring titles. According to Michael Jordan, it's the disrespect built into the conversation itself. Some people argue that because today's players are bigger, faster, and more skilled, it somehow diminishes the greatness of the pioneers who built the NBA. Jordan firmly pushed back on that idea, not with anger or ego, but with quiet conviction. And when Reggie Miller reacted live on camera, his response made it clear that Jordan had just shifted the entire debate back to where many believe it always belonged.
you're never going to win when you get into the GOAT discussion because everyone's going to have their opinion. I think where the old heads get upset is this younger generation wants to talk about, well, Mike only played against plumbers. These guys really, they need to stop that and respect the guys that came before in the 60s and 70s.
Plumbers. That's the dismissive label some fans now use for NBA legends from earlier eras. But think about who they're talking about. Oscar Robertson, who averaged a 30.8 point, 12.5 rebound, 11.4 assist triple-double over the entire 1961-62 season, something once considered impossible. Jerry West, whose silhouette became the NBA logo, yet is often overlooked in GOAT discussions. And Bill Russell, the owner of an unmatched 11 NBA championships. Not 2, not 5, 11. Yet somehow, in many modern debates, these pioneers barely get mentioned, a reality that sits at the heart of Jordan's message.
I mean, Wilt Chamberlain, I mean, Bill Russell had 11 championships. Yeah. I mean, how do you just push them in the corner and say, we ain't gonna think about you. You know, we forgot about you. You know, that to me is where I get lost.
Michael Jordan didn't mention those legends to protect his own legacy. He brought up Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, and Bill Russell because, in his view, the NBA was built generation by generation, not overnight. Then he turned to LeBron James, and his message surprised many. Jordan said he would have loved to face LeBron in their primes, praised LeBron's unbelievable career, and made his respect unmistakable. He extended that same respect to Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, and the entire modern generation, acknowledging that today's stars have pushed basketball to new levels through their talent, skill, and evolution of the game.
It is what it is. It is a empty comparison. Is that absolutely never find that the true answer to that question.
It's a circular conversation.
It's just going to keep
You're
going.
Never gonna get
and
it
I
right
understand.
But it's
know,
great to talk about.
100% to talk about and envision. Look.
Then Jordan explained why the GOAT debate can never have a definitive answer. It isn't because the players aren't great. It's because the comparison itself can never truly be tested. Different rules, different physicality, different pace, different systems, different training. Nearly everything changed from era to era. You can never run that experiment. And then Kenny Smith, the two-time NBA champion who faced Jordan in multiple playoff battles with the Houston Rockets, added another powerful perspective, pointing to the one trait he believes separated Jordan from almost every other superstar.
But if Jordan's on the left side, we're going to run it on the right. So kind of like what I heard that they did at times with Deion Sanders in football. Like, we're not throwing it to that side of the floor. So not many players had the complete package, both on the offensive and defensive end, where they could get 30.
Get 30 and keep you from getting 20. That's how Kenny Smith described Michael Jordan, and it perfectly captured what made him so rare. Jordan didn't just dominate offensively. He could lock you down defensively too. Smith revealed that when the Houston Rockets prepared to face the Chicago Bulls, the message was simple. If Jordan's on the left, run the play to the right. Teams actively avoided him, much like NFL offenses avoided throwing toward Deion Sanders. Jordan's impact was relentless on both ends of the floor, earning 9 NBA All-Defensive First-Team selections, while remaining one of the league's most unstoppable scorers. He never coasted, never hid on defense, and attacked every possession with the same intensity. Yet despite all the endless GOAT arguments, Jordan admitted something surprising. The debate never kept him up at night. He simply never cared about winning the conversation.
I have no animosity against today's players, but you do have certain players that do have animosity because of the forgottenness of what their contribution has been to the game of basketball.
Jordan admitted the GOAT debate never bothered him personally, but he acknowledged a deeper truth. For many former players, it hurts. These are men who sacrifice their bodies, health, and personal lives for the game, only to watch debates that sometimes make it seem as though NBA history began around 2003. Jordan understood that frustration because he lived through one of basketball's toughest eras. He battled the Detroit Pistons, New York Knicks, and Cleveland Cavaliers, enduring relentless hand-checking, brutal contact, and punishing defenses long before flagrant fouls were common. Night after night, he absorbed the hits and kept coming. That's the context highlights can never fully capture, and the point Jordan believed too many people overlook.
Imagine, I always say, think about what MJ was doing. He was averaging 30 plus in the hand-checking era, in the physical era where there wasn't very many flagrant fouls, so.
I just hate the conversation, really.
Yeah.
I entertain it, but I hate the conversation.
I think he understands. MJ understands what this is all about.
Yeah.
Like one thing I appreciate about him is he's never gonna feed into that topic right there, right? That conversation. So for him to say the guys that he named and picked, and let's look at this from a generational standpoint.
So we got to go from GOAT to greatest of that time.
Driving into the defense of the bad boy Detroit Pistons wasn't something a highlight reel could ever capture. The elbows, the grabs, the relentless contact. In that era, physical defense was part of the game, and Michael Jordan embraced it for more than a decade while still averaging 30 points per game. His legacy isn't built on opinion, it's built on results. 10 scoring titles, 6 NBA championships, 6 finals MVPs, and an NBA record 33.4 points per game in the playoffs. Those achievements are permanent, no matter how the GOAT debate evolves. But Jordan's greatest weapon wasn't just his resume, it was his mindset. He never chased validation, never campaigned to be called the GOAT, and never needed public approval. As one analyst suggested, Jordan may never say it out loud, but deep down he knows. And many believe everyone else in that room knew it too. Just look at Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony, and Reggie Miller. They weren't arguing, they were listening. That silence spoke louder than any debate. The same mentality that won 6 NBA Finals, buried the iconic game winner in Utah in 1998, and tormented Hall of Fame defenders for nearly 15 years is why Jordan's words still carry so much weight. Before social media, reputations were built under the brightest lights. Opponents knew exactly what Jordan was going to do. They threw double teams, traps, and relentless physical defense at him. And he still delivered. When the game was on the line, that's when he looked most comfortable. That's why so many players from his era speak about him with something beyond respect. They experienced greatness firsthand. And maybe that's why this debate never truly ends. Every generation produces new superstars. Records fall. The game evolves. Yet Michael Jordan's impact still defines the standard by which greatness is measured. Whether your GOAT is Jordan, LeBron James, or someone else, one thing is undeniable. Legends don't just dominate their era, they change basketball forever. Now it's your turn. Who's the greatest player of all time? Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or someone else? Let us know in the comments, because we read every opinion. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the biggest stories, rivalries, and debates in basketball, hit that like button, subscribe to Hoop Lab, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next video. Until next time, keep questioning the game, keep chasing the truth, and we'll see you in the next one.